Hey, it's me. I want to talk about something subtle but powerful, something that affects all of us, often without us even realizing it. There is a force in this universe, a power that runs through everything, through nature, through the stars, through you and me. It's not just energy, it's intelligent, knows, it's alive, and it's available to you at all times. Now, for most of us, this force feels far away, like something we've heard about but never truly experienced. It's not that the power isn't there, it's that we're cut off from it through fear, through tightness, through ideas we cling to, through tension in our mind, our emotions, our body. Self-realization means reconnecting with this power, letting it flow through you. And to do that, we first need to ask a very honest question. Am I open to something I haven't yet experienced? Am I willing to consider the possibility that there is more? See, most of us walk around with fixed beliefs. We think we need to be certain, yes or no, right or wrong. Real discovery happens when we ask, could this be true? Am I willing to look with fresh eyes, even if it shakes what I thought I knew? Now, this kind of openness isn't easy. Even though it sounds simple, it's actually one of the hardest things for us human beings to do, to admit we don't know and to truly look. Because behind the need to be right is fear. Fear of seeing something in ourselves we'd rather avoid. Fear of losing control. And there's another layer to this too. Many of the beliefs and emotions that block this power aren't even conscious. You might think you're open, but deep down there's a tight grip, an old conclusion, a hidden fear, a buried refusal. And that's where the work begins. To make this power available, we have to go inward, gently, honestly. Every false belief, every tight emotion, every place we've blocked ourselves, those are the walls that need to soften. Now, I know you may be already doing this work. You've been walking this path for a while. Even then, though, I know myself, it's easy to forget why we're doing it, to lose sight of the goal, which is this: to live as a whole person, energized and guided by the flow of universal power within you. This power is astonishing. It's not just energy, it's creative intelligence. It revitalizes you, it guides you. It's endless and self-sustaining. But it can only move when there's openness. It follows natural universal laws. And where there's tension, fear, pride, or self-will, it can't flow. So I want to focus on one very specific block to that flow. Something subtle and often overlooked: intensity. Now, by intensity, I don't mean passion or focus. What I'm talking about is an emotional climate of over tightness. That kind of soul level tension we carry without realizing it. It might show up taking things too seriously. It might show up as always feeling like something is at stake, over analyzing, over efforting, clenching inside. This kind of intensity feels important, maybe even noble. We think it means we care, that we're serious. In reality, it cuts us off. It tightens the body, the heart, the mind. And that tightness creates an indentation in the soul substance itself, like a groove that blocks the current. We think intensity means we're alive, when in truth, aliveness comes through lightness, through softness, through rhythm, through breath. Intensity is often a disguise. Sometimes it's about self-importance, like I need to feel like everything we do matters so much. Sometimes it's self-dramatization, even if no one else sees it. But always it leads to disconnection. Disconnection from the body, from others, from life force. And you might not even notice it at first. This tautness becomes second nature. Once you begin to gently pay attention, though, to your thoughts, your muscles, your reactions, you'll start to feel it. And when you do, that awareness alone begins to loosen the grip. It's kind of like stepping out of a straitjacket, I would imagine. At first, you feel exposed, vulnerable, like you're losing something. What you're losing, though, is the very thing that's been blocking your power. This intensity doesn't just block energy, it blocks joy, it blocks creativity, it blocks pleasure. We even carry the belief that pleasure comes from intensity, from clenching more, from caring harder, when the opposite is true. Pleasure comes through letting go. And the same is true for love. When you hold back your real feelings, maybe out of fear or pride, something else forms in its place. Sentimentality, a kind of false goodness. It says, I should love, I should feel. When the truth is, we don't. Not yet. And that's okay. Real love doesn't come from duty. It comes from flow. And before we can open to that flow, we have to tell the truth. Right now, I don't want to feel. I don't want to love. That's the truth. And the moment we admit that, something shifts. We stop pretending. And from that honesty, a new longing can emerge. I want to feel. That's the doorway. That's when something real begins to move. So I invite you, here, now, to start observing. Notice where you're holding too tightly in your body, in your beliefs, in your emotions. Where are you trying too hard? Where have you convinced yourself that intensity equals meaning? Begin to soften. Not into numbness. That's not what this is about. Into presence. Into trust. Into the natural rhythm of being. It's not a collapse. It's an expansion, a letting in of something greater. And as you keep observing, you'll start to notice something I think is remarkable, a new kind of intelligence moving in you. It's quiet, it's deep, it doesn't shout. but it knows. And the more you trust it, the more it shows you. It becomes your guide. You stop needing outer authority. You stop fearing life, because now you are connected to the source. And with this connection, something else becomes clear. We're all connected. That power you touch in yourself lives in everyone. And that knowing dissolves separation, brings compassion, brotherhood, unity. So, my friend, I invite you to take this step with me, to notice the tightness, welcome the lightness, let go of the need to be intense, and feel the power begin to move through you again, gently, steadily, wisely. This is the path of self-realization, and it's available to you now. Until next time, may you feel the light within and trust it to carry you home. Love you. Connection.